Okay, so it's the first problem we're having with the 7530. Right? It's in the shop. Oh, you know, I'm just inundated with problems, right, Tim? The main problem that I'm having so far this year is an excessive amount of rain. Right, Tim? Do you like rain?
Yes.
I don't mind rain. But what I hate is when it doesn't stop raining. It's rained yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be clear until last night.
Today.
And then today it rained. Not here at the home farm. Even
it did a little bit when I left the house. It would rain.
Oh, okay. So it rained a little bit here. I was over in Flemington today, where I have a very large amount of hay laying on the ground, and I baled the other night. I baled 100 bales over there, and actually I baled 176 bales over there, and it's laying out in the field, getting wetter, plus the 200 acres of, well, probably better than 200 acres of hay that's laying on the ground that needs to be baled. So anyway, Teresa was running this tractor and it started acting really funny, and it's just a nuisance. It's going to be hard to fix. Right, Tim? It's going to be really hard to fix. Now, I just hate complications, and you know, I know you're all thinking, haha, serves you right for buying a tractor from overseas. Well, it doesn't matter if you buy the tractor from overseas, because let's face it, all the 6,000 series tractors are made in the Mannheim, Germany plant. And even this 7530 premium that was sold here in the United States, it was assembled in Mannheim. I'm pretty sure that they made them in both areas, but they all have the same exact components. And this problem that I'm having, I'm going to have to dive into it. I'm going to have to take my hat off, I'm sure, because it's going to be tight. I'm going to be standing on my head to fix this. So let me, with no further ado, let me introduce you to the problem that I'm having. It's up in the cab, and it's like awful. Look at this. See that seat? The seat's broke. Alright. Not as awful as you probably thought it would be. Everybody's probably saying, well, so what? It's a fucking seat, right? Right, Tim? We got two of them. Ryan just sitting in the other one, right, Tim? It don't work that way. Okay, so the deal with this seat is it is a multifunctional. Get out of here. You're doing your own damn thing. Do your own damn thing. We don't want you in our video. You're fired. Get out. Right, Tim? What does that say? I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right. Well, yeah, I should make that shirt. Right, Tim?
Yeah.
I should make that shirt and sell it on my website. I think so. Anyways, what happens is, while you're sitting in the seat here, and Teresa, because she's so small, you know, she gets thrown around in here. Now, these seats are designed to go side to side, forward and back, if you don't have them locked up. Well, this is locked up, but it's constantly twisting back and to the right, or yeah, always back and to the left, back and to the left. And poor Teresa, she's going down the road at 25 miles an hour. And she go around a corner, and the next thing she's steering to one way or the other, and it gets exaggerated, and she's not really that experienced with driving tractors and stuff, because she is from the Philippines, where they don't actually farm with these things, at least not in the area that she was from. So she's new to the thing, and it has to be fixed. I fixed it once, and I brazed it together, and it just didn't work out, so I'm going to step up with something a little bit heavier. I haven't found the piece that I'm going to use yet, but I will find one, and I will cut it out, and I will put it in there and repair it. If I can't do that, then I will definitely beef this thing up to the point where it needs to be, so that she doesn't get in a wreck on the road. She has told me about this many times already in the last couple of weeks, and it's time to do it because I can't do much else. Mr. Tim is changing tines on the Peckway tedder, which is pretty awesome, if you didn't know. I love the tedder. The tedder's awesome. The rake is awesome in its own right. It will be used extensively on this farm. There's 65 acres of third cut hay that's going to have to get raked up tomorrow if we don't get rain, and life will be good. So let me tear into this thing and quit yakking. Right, Tim?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to be able to see this as well as I'd like it to, but right here, you can see that shiny end right there at the tip of my thumb. And when I move it, that wiggles everything back and forth. I repaired it before over there, and I may just go ahead and re-repair this one. It's kind of annoying me. I may have to do some different tactics to it, but I'm just going to finish taking it apart. It's not really that difficult. Ugh. Well, at least I didn't think it was difficult to take apart, but now I do. Ugh. I'd put this up on a tripod and show you all what I'm doing, but that ain't happening today for some reason. There we go. Okay. So all I gotta do is get these, I gotta take the nuts out and then watch. If you see the whole seat come up like that, then I can take that gizmo off. So that's what I'm up to. I got this piece here is just about off. I do have a little nut that's up in there that has to come off, so I'll show you the rest when I get it out.
Yeah, look at that. Simple.
Ah, what's simple?
It just snapped.
Yeah, I know. I have to twist it a bit. I guess not. Okay, so I'm using a silver nickel style brazing rod here. This is something that they don't really teach in welding school too much anymore because it is the antiquated way of fixing things like this. Mostly they would probably TIG this before they would braze it now. TIG welding is, I don't know that it's any stronger. I believe that the brazing rod that I'm using is actually stronger than the steel that I have there because it's pretty strong stuff. Yeah, and you're probably going to see me break this thing because it just falls on the floor. It really kind of pissed me off that it happened, but, you know, I got it just about done. And I have to do it kind of cold because if you're inexperienced in this and you don't know what I'm talking about, if you superheat that, there it goes. If you superheat that brass, it liquefies it, and boom, your piece falls apart, and then you got to start all over again. And yeah, it's kind of stubborn. So if you've never done this before, you know, I suggest get two pieces of angle iron and braze them together first. I always push the puddle. No, pull the puddle, push the puddle. I don't even know. I'll tell you. I think I'm pushing the puddle into the flame here, and then I'm going to go back the opposite direction. But yeah, you see me kind of touch the fire to it and pull it away, touch the fire to it, pull it away. And that's just so that it's cold enough and I can build the brass up and spread it out over the wound, as I should call it. Of course, I'm using flux, which is borax bleach, if you didn't know. You can weld with you can weld with coat hangers this way also. Just a little bit of borax, 20 mule team borax bleach will do this job quite well. And you see me heating it up, dipping it into the borax, and then I just start to build it up, and that creates an oxygen-free barrier there that allows the metal to adhere and flow properly. So yeah, that's just the way it is. Now, I didn't think it was as important as it was to get this thing lined up perfectly. In the old wound, you see there to the left and closer to the camera, that I laid a hacksaw blade on top of, and I brazed that hacksaw blade into that piece, which was unnecessary. I don't think that it made any difference one way or the other as far as strength. It probably did strengthen it, but anyway, that's it for that. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we may actually be gaining some ground here. I've actually had to take my hat off and let my baldness show. Right, Tim?
The baldness.
Yeah, that's a baldness show. Do we have a, what is that, a 10 millimeter? So I need a 10 millimeter wrench. 9 millimeter. Yeah, that's an odd one. 9 millimeter. Well, what we ended up doing was I brazed that in there. It wouldn't fit because it was what? Crooked?
Yeah.
And why won't the 9mm fit? What the fuck? Give me a 10. How did I take that off of the 9 if I didn't? Or whatever. There's a 10 missing? Yeah, there's a 10 missing. Somewhere it got rolled around in here.
Probably underneath the,
Yeah, probably. I don't feel good, Tim. You know why? I've been up too many hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now for the fun part. I think we've got that part done. Yeah. Oh. This is unacceptable shit. You know that? I just hate that. You know, all these people use this thing, and then what do? Throw garbage in my tractors. You notice that? You know how awful that is? Ow. Alright, so you got that washer there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look how easy that one turns. Let's see we do it this way. Let's go for the front first. I'm going to give you that washer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I see the one that's in the back.
Okay, so I'm back together again. Was going to do some modifications to this seat, and I decided not to on a grand scale. I did blow the dust out of this thing. I think it's had enough English ass dirt in it to choke a horse. But right up in here, where this seat goes in, that little, hold on a second here, let me get it forward now. Where it slides side to side, right here, I put wire ties to hold that plate, that flimsy piece of plate up. It really wasn't worth anything, to be honest with you. So I guess I'll just test it out here. This has had a rather large person in it, other than Teresa, because the seat feels as though it is very, very stiff. Right, Tim? Of course, she's not paying any attention to it. Oh, why is my seat falling? Okay, so this is an automatic adjusting seat. Alright, so it should adjust automatically, which it is. It's not doing that side-to-side bullshit unless I want it to. No, that's not the right one. Here it is. Yeah, you can make it turn side to side, and that is the proper function of the seat. But if you don't want it to sway side to side like it was doing before, you can definitely see that I'm moving and the seat is not, which is good. So I think we've got it fixed. I was joking when I said that it would be really hard. I mean, it was tedious, kind of just bullshit work because it's underneath and you're hanging on your head and everything, but you know, and this stuff, you can see this is what it looks like going out. That's what it looks like out the back. You can see this grass is just trying to grow up through it. This field has been abused to death this year. This is the third cutting, and of course it's come up, hell, there's probably 8 inches of growth since I cut it again. And I'm just testing out the tedder. I'm not going to be doing any major tedding until after tomorrow, because tomorrow is, I'm probably not even going to ted this again. I'm gonna hook up the Peckway tedder, or the Peckway rake, and I'm just going to rake it tomorrow and bale it. It's been rained on now a couple of times. I was going to bale it up for animal feed. Yes, animal feed, not mulch. I know I've gotten some pretty stupid comments over the last couple of videos that, you know, I'm wasting my time, you know, and I don't like hooking to a tedder. Don't get me wrong, I've said it before, and I know there's a lot of people that know this. Anytime I have to hook to a tedder, I'm losing money, and that's just the cold hard fact of it. But I was going to make animal feed with this hay. I got a customer that needs it. They need 40 big square bales, and I should have been able to easily produce that off the home farm here, and it just didn't happen. So, and as you can see right now, there's raindrops on my windshield. The sun's shining, that little shit cloud